Okay, good morning. So I have changed a bit what I did yesterday, and now we're gonna attempt to test something else. And is I think it's in React validating stuff is such a hassle, and I miss how Angular does that very easily. So in React is a totally different animal, and the validations in Angular tends to be very granulated. So I had to deal with those. Okay. For this, I found yesterday a package that does some of the validations. And the task today is just to make sure those works fine. Okay, so that's it. Let's start with VS Code. Okay. Oh, I may have to change the settings of Botrix for a moment because I'm seeing that. Let me see. I just need to modify the settings on my chat box. And timers. Oh, oh, I have to take this call. I'll be back. Okay, we the call ends. Oh, now I have to fix settings here, and I may have to refresh this. Oh, screen. Okay, so if messages starts to show up, it's gonna just not block my UI. There you go. Um, so let's start. I need to check the documentation I found yesterday. Let me find where is this coming from. I think I did everything that I needed from here, but I'm not finding the link that. Okay. I need to find out where I put that thing yesterday. Hmm. I had to look into history. Uh, this is form. Okay, I found it. So this little fella over here is a React hook that does the whole validation. Is already a package. So I'm gonna use that in order to solve my problem with these hooks. So let's start with that. I think I can just be able to do something here. Okay. Maybe just the screen because I time by time I use stuff on the side. So I'm gonna replicate this into my form and see how this applies. So let's start. Uh, Let me see if I understood this guy. So let's go over the input. So I'm receiving from the props. Okay, so I may have to take almost all of this down from the params. So I'm just gonna take down these params here. And from here, I'm gonna start to create my inputs name, label, of course, type, ID, placeholder, validation, multi-line. Okay. Okay, I don't think I need to pass class name here. Okay. So, and I may have to tell what is this. Name as a string. Label as a string. Type string. ID. ID is a string too. Placeholder is another string. Oh, yeah, params. Validation is a record of string and any. Let me see. Validation. It comes as another record of string and string or number or boolean. Okay. Now we can start to take care of some stuff. So how validations goes is invalid. Okay. So I want to start to understand this piece of code. So apparently what is happening here is that you are taking input form and it validates the errors. So it's, but for that, you need to take the form context, or there is a form state apparently. This form state is going to be properly parsed around, down the string or down the form. And then I'm going to start to find all the stuff here. Okay. So let's do the input errors. Input errors is equals to, oh, we have to take those const from params and let's extract those name, label, type, ID, placeholder, validation. Now from here we're gonna say here const, we're gonna use use context and register. I'm gonna say here form state. Oh, we have a form state here. Okay, never mind. Form state because because we are providing we are bringing a context from the form context. Form state errors. That is something that it should be defined. I'm not seeing errors being called somewhere. Okay, for the moment I'm gonna leave it like that. From use form context. And now we have to provide the input errors on the if it is invalid the field or not. So let's put errors is equals to find input errors name. Good. So these errors apparently is field errors field value. So like it attempts to take what is happening behind the scenes. Okay, so let's go. Let's leave it like that, and then we're gonna say here const is invalid is equals to is for invalid input errors. So there are things that we're gonna do here, and it's probably to change this the bounds to call the validation, and I'm gonna adapt this form or the workaround of this form. When it registers the validation, it goes and passes to uh, the bounce function. Okay, so with that in mind, I don't think that it's gonna be too complicated just to do all the stuff that we need. I'm not gonna add more sugar than it is needed because pretty much I have everything I need. Okay. Uh, let's handle this a little bit later. So this is my debouncer, and the validation comes over here. Okay. Okay. So I'm not handle change if I read properly is gonna be using the register. Okay, so let's use what we know. Name, label, ID. Okay, saying name, label for HTML4. Now I'm gonna say here, what was here, the value for ID. And now I'm gonna say here, the ID is this guy here. have to give. Oh, there is an input around here. Input ID, type. Yeah, the type is here. It's telling here. So this passes down here. Placeholder is placeholder. And now we have the unchanged and unblur. I had to see what the register does. Hmm. Oh, if I don't know what register is, I will know if I declare it. Hold on. What is the register here? Aha. I'm going to say here, not params. I'm going to say here console log register name validation. If I really don't know what is this, I may know right now what is going to come after this. So I'm going to say here if it is not valid. Uh-huh. Is invalid. And actually it has to be here. It's gonna be label. And oh, I have to say message. Oh, hold on. I had to declare I had to declare a state somewhere around here. So, const error message set error message equals to use state string. Okay, so I'm gonna pass instead here in error message is this or no. There you go. This in theory should be good enough to start to verify now what it means this register. So let's save this. Let's save this. The required. I see an error around here. Oh, key value. Ooh, no. There are more things to do here. Ah, it has to go to the form. Now we have to go to the form where we fix this stuff, but there are things that we may have to change around. Because now this validation callback is not the one that we had before. It's gonna be something different. It's gonna be validated inside through the object using the hook to validate what we have is correct or not. So let's see how we deal with this. Let's see if we can do inline validation. It's gonna be useful if you can do inline validation. Otherwise, we're just gonna process the form as it is. Just double checking stuff. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I will need to run the aircon. Hopefully, the next 2 days it starts to cool down a lot here in New York. So because of the rain, so it's not gonna be that muggy. I hope the weekend is gonna be pleasant one. Okay. I know I don't need technician. Oh, well, let's say just for the sake. No key value. Oh, but I only intend to pass this back up. I think I don't need to really handle this by this hook anymore. I mean, this hook is gonna be probably dying right now here. Let me see. So I'm going just to shoot on this part. I know it's gonna take down almost all of that, but I don't need that. What I need is the definition of the form and where I left that. Aha. So this is the input. Now I need a form. Okay. So we need to form provider, form submit, no validate. Yeah. Now we need to find out the this key value I may need it because the key value helps me with some of the stuff that I have here. There you go. Yeah, make it at least more understandable what is happening here. The inline validation we're gonna do it around here, and we are gonna pinpoint what we get from the form. But let's start by having most of the stuff that we have here. So let's take out all of this. Now I'm gonna say here, as I hear, technician code validation. Oh, no, did I export the validations? Wait. Uh, this is gonna be on scripts validation.txt. Code valid. So I had to do this code validation. I may have to pass key value. Maybe it's gonna be Y, so I debloat all of this. And let's go over my component. I'm gonna say here, this is key. What's the name I gave? Key value. There you go. Let's say here key value is equals to mhm, last name here. Uh-huh. And then password. Okay. So we don't need this for here. We have code validation. Now we have the next export is first name validation. Oh, yeah, first name validation. Let's say here last name validation. It's weird that TypeScript doesn't give me any error up to this point on this schema. I'm gonna say here password validation. Uh-huh. And there is an on summit. So we're gonna do something about this. I'm gonna say here cause on submit form is equals to methods. Understanding this, handle summit data. I'm gonna say here something happens, okay? Console.log data. That is what we are going to pass to the IPC renderer from the IPC renderer to the main process. And in the main process, we save the technician. Let's log data, methods.reset. I have to see the documentation of this thing. I'm a bit lost. And then I may have to trigger a close dialog. There should be more. Ah, so I don't need this. Huh? Oh, crap. Oh, okay. I received a document I was expecting to sign soon, so I may have to stop my stream, pay more attention to this. This is like a top priority for me now. For the moment, what I'm gonna do is to clean up this. And I need to do I need to pinpoint this close button. Hold on. Const no, I have to define the ref above this. Okay, so I'm gonna say here const button close is equals to use ref HTML button element, and then when I do that, when I close, method reset, I'm gonna say here button close dot current dot Click. Yep. With this, I pinpoint the reference of this button. I'm gonna say here, button close ref. There's gonna be a more elegant way to do this. I'm gonna say here, uh, ref is equals to button close ref, right? Okay, hold on. Ah, hold on. I mean, I'm having an error here. It's because probably the type. Well, it's not undefined. Hold on. How do I avoid that? Yeah, hold on. Asking someone here. Oh, I had to put it as a null. So now it's an HTML button. Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't know that. You put a null, now it becomes declarable, and now you don't have errors. Now button close is what? Current click. Great. Okay. I'm gonna sign some stuff, and I will be back probably in the afternoon. But this takes priority for me. Thank you very much, guys. So, uh, yeah, I had to pay attention to this. This takes priority over all the other things I have in my book. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.